Good day, members. I trust everyone is well. On this video, we'll be looking at USDJPY and Euro, USD, GBPUSD, and other charts for the preparing for the upcoming week. As we always do, every Sunday, we analyze the markets, prepare for the upcoming week, and we see potential setups for the next coming week. So let's get to it. Currently, I'm looking at the USDJPY pair on the 4-hour time frame. Let me jump to the daily and see something. On the daily, I see that price has failed to break out of this supply zone. This red marked area is a resistance zone, a supply zone. Price is failing to break out of it. It spiked a bit. That's the result that the past week, actually during the course of the week, on Wednesday, or was it Tuesday, that's what triggered me to take a buy opportunity. And then there was the CPI event there and it dropped. Let me go back to the 4-hour. So the past week, the previous week, we had volume coming in, we had some spikes coming in, so we had an impulse correction and an impulse. This candlestick was the CPI candlestick, this large 4-hour candlestick. We had a correction, we had a spike on the PPI news. So currently we're seeing price spike back, but looking at this price currently, it's at the supply zone. So with my anticipation, I'm looking for price to come, because price have already broke out of this low, meaning it's on a sell territory. So just testing the resistance zone for the last time. I think from there we're just looking to drop. So I'm going to look to take buy positions when price comes at this low, 130.696. So this is where I'll be looking to take potential buying opportunities at this zone. After price just flips to the downside from here, that's when I'll be looking to take long positions. Taking a look at the Euro USD on the 4-hour time frame, Euro USD have been on a rally for quite some time on a bullish trend. We've seen price break out of this high, impulsing, pulling back. So currently we're looking for a pullback. If you're taking this opportunity, possibly price could just move back to the pullback a little bit, and then we could take our buys here, stop loss just below the structure, and then with a move to the upside targeting 1.10758. That could be the first target on the Euro USD. Okay, moving on, taking a look at the GBPUSD on the 4-hour time frame. Let me look at it on the daily. On the daily chart, we have a first top, a second top. So price created a double top pattern at the resistance zone. This is the daily. It spiked on a Friday, but it failed to break this previous candle at 1.23432. It failed to close below there, and then as well as it failed to close below the demand zone. So it's price at GBPUSD still respecting the demand zone, failed to close below, failed to break this low as well, this low here. So I'm anticipating for price to pull back a bit, and then we could come and take our buy orders, buy positions here, stop loss just below structure, and then looking for price to impulse to the upside with our first take profited at the previous high at $1.25460 region. That could be our first target. Let me see the 1 hour time frame. Yes, we had sellers coming in on Friday. We had sellers coming in. The market was super quick, and it sold just with the buyers coming, with the sellers coming in. But with now what I'm looking at, I'm seeing that buyers are still intact on this market. So since price failed to close below, we could see buyers coming in heavily and taking price to the upside, possibly even breaking the zone, the target at 1.25460. Continuing, taking a look at the USDCHF on the 4-hour time frame. This one was super amazing. I should have used the hedging strategy, which is modification strategy, but I chose to use beast mode strategy, which is market direction on the CPI news. I could have held, this was the signal, this was the spike of the CPI event. I could have held the sell from here until possibly here, but it's okay. I took a lesson. I took a lesson. Go back to the previous video. The previous video, that's where I posted uh, the video of me trading USDJPY during the CPI event. You can go look there on what happened and possibly take some lessons. Feel free to comment, and then guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as share, comment, and then it helps me grow when you like and when people see these videos, because it helps them. Possibly some people could get signals from this analysis. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, looking at the USDCHF, we had a consolidative state here. We had price breaking this low, impulse into the downside. That's when we had the CPI news, impulse to the downside, and then we had a consolidation even here. Then the PPI event impulsed. Now we had a consolidative state at the bottom there. Let me see where price found the low. Cannot see it there. It's okay. Price found the bottom, impulse to the upside, and broke out of this structure. Possibly price could just impulse and continue with the upside, with the movement to the upside, to test the previous breakout. From there we could look to take potential sells. So when price reach this zone, we could just take our sell orders, stop loss above structure, or even possibly price could not only also test here as well as there. So we could take our first entries here, stop loss above price. If it fails, then we could take our last entries there, stop loss just above there. From there, we're looking for price to drop. Our first target could be at 0.88598. So when price broke out of this low, it became a sell. It became the price, the chart at USDCHF, on USDCHF became a sell territory, went into the sell territory. So there's no buying opportunity until we break this high. You understand? So currently we're on a sell territory. Taking a look at the gold price, gold market on the 4-hour time frame. Gold price has been a volatile one. Gold have been a volatile one. The previous time we had a high here, price impulsed to the upside, pulled back to test the previous breakout. From here, I remember I took signals on a technical trading account. I took signals, buy signals here. I think it was actually impulse here, and then I took a buy here, had stop loss below price here. Then price just went down, took out my stop loss, and then from there it started to buy. So price pulled back to test the previous breakout. So buyers came in here. As it broke out of this high, buyers came in even more, and then price impulsed, pulled back. From here, buyers came in as well. Price impulsed, and then broke out of this high. That's when buyers continued to just come in. We had price tap this resistance area, first touch, second touch, giving us a first top, second top, double top, and then breaking out of the neckline. So from here, price impulse to the downside, sellers coming in from there. TPs could be somewhere. This when price goes up, it will also go down to test the previous breakouts. So it came down to test these lows and even further, but failed to close below price. So currently still respecting this demand zone. Buyers are still intact. So I'm looking for this price to continue with the upside. You understand? We had a pullback here. I'm expecting a continuation to the upside. So if you look at this, just wait for the candlestick confirmation, take your buy orders, stop loss just below structure, and then we'll be looking to continue with this bullish movement. The first take profit could be at 2048.18. So this is all for this week, this upcoming week. There's not much events. There are events, but on the USD, I'm not sure. You guys should check on investing.com at the events. Look at the calendar there for events, and then see which events you guys can trade. But I remember this week there won't be any event I'm trading. uh, I'll be trading around, I think, after this week or then next week, or maybe this week there's AUD or NZD. I don't remember properly, but currently I'm back at the drawing board. I'm waiting for NFP. I'm waiting for